Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokes channel, Guitarladder system. I know the last video you couldn't see my handsome face, so people always say, "Yeah, you look a lot like George Clooney," and I get tired of hearing that. Ha 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 ha. Right? Anyway, hey, I just wanted to reiterate a few points. Really, the best thing to do if you want to get a good feel for what the Guitarladder system can do in terms of really total musicianship, go to stevezookguitars.com and go to the Guitarladder page. There's buttons at the top, go to Guitarladder and listen to some of my compositions. I've got some solo acoustic and altered tunings. My CDs reviewed by Vintage Guitar Magazine. If you want to go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, you can read the review by Mr. Steven Stone, who's actually bought guitars from me, by the way. But if you listen to my altered tuning solo acoustic guitar, listen to Journey in Time, which shows some of my lead guitar work. I've got some jazzy stuff. That's really the proof of the pudding right there. But like I said on the other video, I'm going to try to make this one short. It's hard to make these videos short, but I've got over 40 years of hard work into coming up with a system that has just exploded people's talent, even people with no talent. Because when you learn, like when I took a couple lessons from Ted Green a couple years before he passed, and I was in there, I was just playing around a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, you're doing Joe stuff, huh?" And I was like, "What? I guess that's a compliment." He was inferring I was kind of doing a lot of Joe Pass style stuff. Well, I've listened to a lot of Joe Pass, and I actually studied with him when I was a young man, but I've never sat down and tried to learn things off records or emulate him. But I've just always enjoyed the moving bass line type stuff, and it's just a very interesting thing. But the bottom line is that the Guitarladder system really does teach the subconscious mind. You're going to get over 40 videos that you download from they changed their name to hightail.com, used to be usindit.com, and you're going to be getting over 40 videos. I get charts with that, but it's not just about chordal improvisation. It's not just a jazz guitar course. This is a total guitar course. I cover bluesy playing, fusion playing. I've got like a monster lick. I haven't played it all today, so I'm not trying to blaze through this. I cover all the 10 systems of improvisation. I cover high tension chords, low tension chords, chord connection. You learn about contrary motion, smooth voice leading. You learn about symmetry, intervallic, common tone, flat five subs, secondary dominant. Learning to work with partials. But the bottom line is, I don't get hung up in a bunch of very complex, theoretical BS. I get right to the point. And with my stuff, as you learn, for instance, cycle one, all of a sudden your brain's just like, oh, I see what smooth voice leading is, because this chord, its small interval skips to this chord, it's got common tones, these two common tones, and you begin to learn how to piece chords together, and it's like I'm giving your brain and your subconscious mind the pieces of the puzzle. You could be sleeping and your brain's thinking, oh yeah, this goes to here, which goes to here, which goes to here, which goes to here, which goes to here, contrary motion, 13 connects 7 sharp, 5 sharp, 9 connects 13, connects 9, connects 13, connects 13, flat 9 with this scale. And like I said, the results, here's what you can expect if you go through the Guitarladder. So it's the best $299 you'll ever spend. It's seriously like getting thousands of dollars of high quality guitar lessons. It's a result of over 40 years of research. But what you can expect is, like I said in the last video, I know you could only see me from here down. How frustrating, huh? But no, the thing is that when you watch players noodle, that's a big indication of kind of their ability to compose and improvise. And compositional skills are based on improvisational skills. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but I'm not that serious about it, fine, don't be serious about it. Even if you just like to play an hour a day, and enjoy it, or your weekend warrior, whatever it is, why not take your guitar playing as far as you can take it? And that's really what this is about. And like I said in the last video, it's really hard not to oversell on this, because I've just seen students with no natural talent. I mean, -0 natural talent. All of a sudden all of a sudden just come alive with their playing and their composing, because it's hard. It's like if you, I don't know, I do a little bit of weightlifting. You know, you follow some bodybuilders. They're like, well, doing this workout, it's hard not to get big. It's kind of the same thing with the Guitarladder system. You start learning, you know, how to connect chords. Like here, this cycle is major sevenths and perfect fourths, right? And I just keep coming at you with new variations. So you do that, then you start flatten the 5, you know, and you learn about 13 connects 13. I just keep coming at you with new ways to connect chords. Okay, and this is not just chords, by the way. I also teach that you learn about some cool jazz licks. You know, I teach you how to create jazz line with using diminish. I haven't played it all today, so I can't really impress you right now. But if you spend an hour looking at some of my videos, I think you'll get the idea. The bottom line, though, is the Guitarladder system is a result of over 40 years of work. I studied with Joe Pass when I was a young man. I'm 60 now. I studied with him when I was about 20. Studied with Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts how to play. Studied with Ruben Quintero, who's one of the best guitar players in the world. Studied with Tony Rizzi, who was kind of a Tommy Tedesco kind of guy. But the bottom line is that 40 years of research have gone into this. I present the information. I've done all the hard work for you. I really have. Well, you obviously have to do the hard work of learning the cycles, learning the material. But I've done the hard work of figuring out the best thing for you to practice. If you spend an hour a day working on my Guitarladder system, you're going to have some massive results. Now, it might be 2 or 3 months before you kind of get that quantum leap. It might be 6 months. That's why I'm giving you guys a 3-year membership for $299. Not because it sounds great. Oh, yeah, $299 for 3 years. Yeah, that sounds really good. No, it's not bullshit like that. I want to make sure you don't have to rush through this material. That's the bottom line. It might take you 2 years to get through all this material. It might take you 2.5. It might take you a year and a half. I don't care. I want you to relax and go through the material, because once you start playing, here's the thing, most players are doing some pretty cool stuff. I don't care if you're intermediate or if you're, you know, maybe you're an advanced player, beginning stage of an advanced. You got to ask yourself, how's your compositional skills? Because that's the real acid test, okay? I'm not trying to be rude here, but I'm just being honest with everybody. If you really want to develop as a composer and a guitar player, you want to constantly grow, and that's what I do too. I'm constantly growing, constantly learning. This is a never-ending process. It's good for the soul. This is why we're here in this dimension, right? But the point is, if you spend a little bit of time every day on the Guitarladder system, an hour a day, hour and a half a day, you're going to have some huge results, because I've done that research. I've studied intensely. Like I said, when I studied from Ted Green, he was like, I came in and he asked me to play for him, so I started playing some stuff. I played for a couple minutes. He's like, oh, you're doing Joe Pass's stuff. And I was kind of like, whoa, I guess that's quite a compliment. But in a way, I kind of was hoping to hear my own original style. But we started talking, and, you know, he said, well, you know, if you're listening to an hour and a half a day of Joe Pass, you're going to emulate it. But me and Ted just had an incredible couple lessons together. He helped me take my playing up a notch. But I think the bottom line is, a lot of guitar players, you know, there's a difference in playing guitar and practicing guitar. Now, if you just every day play for an hour, hour and a half and have fun, cool, okay? But do you want to get somewhere with your guitar playing, or you just want to mess around? You want to do both. I mean, there's that time when you play guitar when you can just do whatever you want and have fun. And that is certainly a prerogative. But as long as you're going to play guitar, why not see how far you can take it? That's always been my philosophy. My CDs, if you go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, you can read a review of my CD. There's not too many people's CDs are reviewed there. I'm really proud of that. Again, I give my creator really most of the credit for all of this. I couldn't even breathe without my creator, my higher self, whatever you want to call it, God. Bottom line, seriously, this stuff works. I don't bullshit people at 60 years old. So much hard work, thousands and thousands of hours, over 40 years of research have gone into this, studying great. It's all my own material, but I've kind of emulated the approach of Horace Hatchett, who like I said, taught Howard Roberts how to play when Howard was in Arizona. Because when you do chordal studies, when you do chordal work, it just explodes your musical mind. It's kind of like, I used this analogy a while back, and a couple people emailed me saying, "Oh, you're really overselling," and they kind of got kind of intense with me in some emails. For some reason, by the way, my message doesn't work on YouTube. I don't know why. So if you're trying to reach me and you can't, I'm not trying to ignore you. I don't know why. My message thing just disappeared on YouTube. You can email me at stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. But bottom line is this is a powerful system. You learn 10 systems of improvisation. You learn technique development, how to come up with cool jazz licks, blues licks, fusion licks. I teach about altered tunings on solo acoustic guitar. I teach about compositional skills. It's really it's my life's work. It really is. And you can order, if you want to order the system, you can go right to stevezookguitars.com, the home page, and right there by that video of me showing the LH350. I'm a dealer for the Lohr guitars. I'm even on their site, thelohr.com, if you click what's new. The couple are using a couple of my demos, but you can go right to stevezookguitars.com. And right by the video, there's a picture of the blue Guitarladder cover, and you can click that PayPal button and order it there. But seriously, folks, you know, I say it's like getting about $3,000 in high-quality guitar lessons. It's probably more than that. It's probably $4,000 because I charge $100 an hour for lessons. I've had people drive a couple hundred miles, but I'm running out of time. I don't have a lot of time to take a lot of private students, and quite honestly, I've had a lot of private students who can only afford to take 1 or 2 lessons, but they seem like they really want to absorb material. So that's one of the reasons I came up with all of this. So, you know, if you really love guitar, if you really love music, and this isn't some big sales pitch, this is just the truth, but you really want to discover how far you can take this, it's almost like meditation. This will wake up your musical mind. It really will, because it'd be hard not to wake up your musical mind, because your subconscious mind, like Pat Metheny said, all the interesting information's in your subconscious. Your subconscious mind, which you know runs all the physiology of your body. They say when you eat a banana, your subconscious mind has to release something like 800 enzymes. We're an incredible miracle, but you know, music is an unbelievable thing, but it's a gentle science, okay? But in order to take it as far as possible, and you might absolutely be shocked how far you can take music, but you're not going to do it just messing around every day and just goofing around. You need to have some discipline. You need to really have an approach that works. That's where I come in. I've got 40 years into this, man. I've been doing this for 40 years. I've really fine-tuned this. There's a difference out there in great players and great teachers. There's a lot of you know, players that are great players and their teaching's okay, but there's nothing like this on the planet. Again, I give my creator all the credit for this. But if you really want to wake up your musical mind and find out just how far you can take not just your guitar playing, but your composing by the system, you're gonna get the 10 levels, the 10 different systems of improvisation. You're gonna learn about inversions. You're gonna learn about, you know, partials. You're gonna learn about creating blues licks. You're gonna learn about polychords. It's just an incredible system. So so I better get off this, slow it down low. Nice guitar here, by the way. So I better get off here, but seriously, folks, I mean, if you're kind of on the fence about the Guitarladder system and you're thinking, well, yeah, this guy's being pretty aggressive, you know, he's selling pretty hard on this, it's because it works, okay? It's because it works. And I'm starting to get more busy with my guitar business. Is growing really nicely. And, you know, I've got some music being reviewed right now for film and TV. If they happen to take it and I start getting more work, I'm going to get even more busy. So I'm not going to have unlimited time because I have to send out all 40 of these files. Plus, if you buy the $2.99 system, you're going to get more than 40 because anything I come up with new in the next 3 years, you're just going to get it. So you might end up getting another 30 videos beyond the 40. I'm really being reasonable and giving on this guitar course. But if you're serious, if you just love guitar, if you just love playing guitar, if you just love guitar playing, music, you love composing, that's really the key. If you love it, I would say invest the $2.99. You're not going to be bummed. You're going to be surprised at how far you can get with this. It's not a lazy man's way to riches. You're going to have to work at it. Might be 3 or 4 months before you start seeing some results. I think you'll see them before that. But it's just, you just want to woodshed at this and just work on this for a while, and I really think you'll be amazed, okay? So, I'm going to teach about phrasing and what I call phrase memory and harmonic pick. There's so much great information here. So anyway, you can go to stevezookguitars.com and go right by I'm not warmed up at all, so I shouldn't try that. But anyway, if you want to just go to the video, stevezookguitars.com, go to the video. There's a little picture of the Guitarladder course, and you can order using that PayPal button right there. See, I teach like licks like this, old Charlie Parker riff. Learn off the diminished scale. I'm going to teach you how to connect diminished, how to connect, how to use augmented, how to superimpose. It's just incredible. Okay, I'm going to stop with this download. So anyway, seriously, folks, it works. It's very powerful. I've had hundreds of students with amazing results. You put in an hour a day with the Guitarladder system, invest at $299, and you're going to meet your musical mind. I think you'll be really surprised how far you can take it. All right, take care. If you want to email me at stevezook7 If you want to just order the course, just go to stevezookguitars.com. The very first homepage there, look at the video there, the LH350, the Lure. I'm a dealer for the Lures. Look for the blue Guitarladder cover, and right there is a PayPal button. You can order right there. You just have to click it and put in your email address and go from there. Okay. If you have any trouble ordering, you can just email me, stevezook7 Thanks a lot. All right. Let's keep the positive faith. Ciao.